Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're asking the question, what are some urgent messages that the universe has for you, that your spirit guides have for you? Something that they need for you guys to hear, need for you guys to know. So we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1 with the island and the rose quartz, pile number 2 with the lion and the orange calcite, pile number 3 with the crossroad, and you have the aquamarine. So for those of you guys who are new to pick a card readings, pick whichever pile or crystal that you guys are most being drawn to, and then go to my description box or comment section below and just click on the timestamp that corresponds to the pile or crystal that you guys chose, and then it'll forward you to your reading. I will see you guys at your reading. Bye y'all. Hi guys, pile number 1, this is your reading, and today we're reviewing the message that the universe has for you, urgent messages. So you guys picked the island, okay? So let's go ahead and put that on the side, and let's see what other cards the universe has for you guys and what the universe wants you to know. So let's check with this one. Spirit, what urgent message do you have for pile number 1? What urgent message? So we have this card, and Spirit, what urgent message do you have for pile number 1? What do they need to hear? What do they need to hear? I was feeling so drawn to doing this reading. I even had like a dream about it. So that's that one, and let's get to this one. This one wants to come out, and we have finally this deck. What urgent messages, Spirit? And I haven't been really shuffling on camera lately, because my whole editing process is just quicker if I meditate and do it before. But for this reading, I was feeling called into doing it on camera. And this is the tarot card, or the tarot cards that we are going to get to in a second. But let's go ahead and review what we have right now. Okay, so you guys we have the Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Okay, so trust in divine detours. We have the dress, the divine femininity. Okay, we have liberty. Interesting. I recently saw this card in another reading. We have naive, and this person's like reaching for the stars. Okay, interesting imagery. And of course we have the island that you guys chose right here. Okay, so I think I am ready to pull tarot cards because I need some more information. Ooh, that was quick. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has. Perspective. Okay, so actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one, and then I want to shuffle some more so that way it's the most accurate reading for you guys. Spirit, what else do you have? Okay, so this one wants to come out. Okay, and then we have this one. So I'm gonna pull more tarot cards later, but let's just get to the messages that we're seeing thus far. And actually, let's get one more. Spirit, one more message for me, please. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups. So with the island here, guys, and the Coyote Spirit, I want to talk about those first, but let's do this one since that's the main card that you guys picked. Spirit is saying that, some of you guys are very anxious about the future and kind of constantly thinking about the future and what is coming next. And I think this might be because you guys had a recent unexpected turn in your life, or maybe some type of detour. Like, for example, maybe you thought that you were going to be in a relationship with a specific person, or maybe you guys thought that this was the career you were going to have. Maybe you guys thought this was the home you were going to have, or the place you were going to live in. Like, there was something that you guys thought was definitely going to go that way, but it didn't. Like, something unexpected happened. There were a change of plans, some type of detour. And leave me a comment below to kind of let me know what kind of detour this was that you guys experienced. But Spirit is saying that everything is happening in divine order. So whatever's happening was meant to happen. And Spirit is saying that they don't want you guys to constantly worry about the future and have anxiety about the future and dwell on the future. They kind of want you to live more in the present moment. There is advice from the universe as well to maybe take up practice in meditating. So meditation, they're saying that it doesn't have to be for hours or even 30 minutes, but even 5 minutes every day of meditation will help you kind of ground you and bring you back in the present moment. So Spirit is saying that they want you to stay balanced, meaning being in the present moment, you know, feeling stillness within your own body. When you get anxious, when you feel like you're dwelling in the future and you're kind of worried, to kind of meditate and bring yourself, you know, back into your inner stillness, you know, because that's where you're going to find peace, is within yourself. Meaning, like, if you meditate and you know, keep practice meditating, you will have a stillness within you that you can retreat to if you start feeling anxious and all of that. So Spirit is saying, you know, kind of try not to dwell in the future, try not to feel anxious, you know, or like you're rushing or like you're worrying about what's going to happen in the future, but instead, you know, practice meditating, feel your inner peace, and be present. So, you know, Spirit is saying to slow down, kind of get out of your head. But yeah, there was some type of detour that you guys experienced. Spirit doesn't want you to take this specific kind of change in plans or this specific detour as a failure. But, you know, they are saying that maybe sometimes you need a little taste of change or some type of detour or failure before you guys experience success. Because I think the universe wants you to feel a little bit of disappointment before you can truly appreciate the joy, love, and prosperity that's coming for you. So there is something way better coming for you guys. The universe is saying that you guys are about to become very, very successful and very happy, but it needed for, you know, there's something that you guys want basically, and you thought you were going to achieve it through whatever you guys had planned. Like, again, this could be some type of relationship you thought you were going to be in, some type of career you thought you were going to be in, some type of, you know, maybe location that you thought you were going to kind of, you know, live in, or there was some type of plan you guys had that kind of changed and it disappeared, or it, you know, or it failed. And Spirit is saying this is not a failure. It's just that, you know, this wasn't going to make you happy in the future. You know, there's something that you want, like you guys want happiness, and this specific trajectory that you guys were on was not going to, you know, in the future make you guys as happy or as satisfied as you thought it was going to make you. So this is a divine detour. It did it for your higher purpose, for your, you know, again, like it needed for you to feel a little bit of disappointment before you could truly appreciate all the joy, love, excitement, success, and prosperity that's coming for you guys. Okay, so, you know, maybe you guys were kind of revisiting a pattern and you forgot, you know, wasn't in alignment with the life that you guys were intending to have, you know. So Spirit is saying just to kind of stay in this present moment, like even when you kind of suddenly find yourself on this kind of detour or this kind of change, you know, wondering when you'll get back on track to manifesting what you want, remember that Spirit has a plan for you, okay? And they want the best for you. So trust in the divine plan. Trust in the divine order is what the universe is wanting me to tell you. There's also a message here, guys, that Spirit wants you, especially with this one right here, this card with the dress and the divine femininity. This card is for, you know, any gender. Basically, they want you to embrace your feminine energy a little bit more. So with this card, guys, with the dress, again, gender doesn't matter when it comes to this card, but basically it's saying that maybe some of you guys have been stuck in the masculine energy for too long. And again, this is like gender neutral. You know, these are just energies that we're talking about, but they're kind of described as like masculine, feminine. But basically, Spirit is saying that you guys might have been in your masculine energy for too long. And what that means is, for example, maybe you're very career focused, achievement focused, task focused, you know, like you're a hustler, you know, you're a doer. Those are kind of considered masculine energies, again, gender neutral. But you know, Spirit is saying that you should really try to embrace getting into your feminine energy. And again, this does not matter who is watching or what, or whichever gender, excuse me, is watching this video. You know, it's just pertaining to the energy. So for example, a feminine energy, which is what Spirit is saying that they would like for you to embrace more, is more of like a nurturer, you know, being creative, being artistic, collaborating with people. So that's kind of what it's saying. So instead of being like in the masculine energy, which is what Spirit is saying that you've been doing, which is kind of like go, 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 hustle, career, you know, oriented, make that money, complete your tasks, you know, they're saying to try to like balance and maybe give your feminine energy more of a try, which would be more of like, you know, let's do artsy things, you know, more of nurturing, like maybe planting things, gardening, you know, being a more creative, artistic, collaborating with people. That is more of like the feminine energy. Spirit is saying that it would really, really benefit you guys, pile number one, to connect with the divine, connect with your higher self, connect with the all-knowing source, creator, God, universe, you know, whatever you guys believe in, but a higher power. And you can do that through doing certain, you know, like praying, meditating, talking to God, you know, stuff like that will really, really help you, is what Spirit is kind of wanting me to tell you guys. And there is another message here, guys, with the Liberty card, that, you know, a lot of the obstacles that we face in life are ones that we kind of created ourselves. So once we realize that maybe we created some of these problems, then you have the freedom and the power to release them and choose what you truly want. So, you know, this woman right here, you know, she's releasing this bird out of the cage. Her hair is like flowing in the air. And look, she's also wearing a dress, by the way. So we got this kind of feminine energy kind of card twice. And, you know, Spirit is saying that, you know, this card stands for freedom, basically. You know, you can choose your own way in life. Don't ever let anyone else decide for you. And you kind of have the power to free yourself, you know, from both like internal, you know, like an internal prison, which could be like thoughts, you know, thoughts kind of imprison you, or any external prison, meaning like, are there any family members? Are there any friends that are saying, oh no, you should do this or you can't do that? Spirit is saying, no, do what you want. You know, you have the freedom and power to choose. Okay, so we also have the naive card here. So you know, I see this person trying to reach for the stars. Maybe you guys feel like you're being limited, you know, like there's something you guys want to do. You guys are aiming, you guys are very, very, Very driven is what I'm seeing. You guys are very driven, and you know, you reach for the stars. I'm getting the vibe that you guys are visionaries. You know, you dream big. So I'm seeing you guys trying, you know, to be very successful. You're reaching for the stars. But maybe you feel like there's something blocking you. Maybe you feel like, I don't know if I can get there. You know, like maybe, because for example, this ladder, it looks like this ladder in this card. Let me pull this up right here. So this ladder in this card, it looks like maybe you feel like it doesn't go high enough. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get there. Can I get there? You know, maybe you guys are thinking some of these thoughts, but Spirit is saying no. Like you guys can manifest, and you guys can achieve anything you put your mind to. You have the freedom to choose. Don't let yourself or anyone else tell you that you can't achieve something. And I want to tell you guys, this thought's just kind of coming to my mind. I know a lot of people hate, you know, billionaires and like really, really wealthy people like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, and you know, and yes, you know, those people, I feel like they are doing some shady things. I don't think they're entirely moral people, but what I want to say is that they all probably were considered crazy at one point. They all maybe, you know, maybe their family and friends thought like, okay, your idea is a bit crazy, like it doesn't seem achievable. Are you sure that's gonna work, you know? But they kind of went for it. So Spirit is saying don't get in your head, okay? Like nothing's too crazy, no idea is too weird. You're not limited. You know, you can reach that star that you're trying to reach right here. You know, you can reach it. Don't let people stop you, and there are no restrictions. If you feel like the ladder is too short, again, like we're seeing here, if you feel like you don't know if you can achieve it, or you feel like you're being blocked, or you feel like that ladder is too short, I don't know if I can do this. Spirit is saying that that's not true, that you can get, you know, get anything you want. Go for it. Spirit is saying that maybe it's your own thoughts in your mind that might be limiting you, okay? So the other cards right here, which are these tarot cards, with this perspective card, guys, you know, there's a message here which we saw earlier with the coyote spirit, where it says when one door closes, another always opens. So I feel like this is kind of what happened. One door closed, there's going to be another or maybe several doors opening that are going to get you to the joy, success, and happiness that you guys are longing to kind of find. I would trust Spirit on this. Again, you know, Spirit is saying that if you feel stuck, don't make any sudden decisions yet, okay? Just know that whatever you're going through right now, the uncertainty, the anxiety about what am I going to do next, know that this too is going to pass. Just give yourself some time, review your plans, and again, this is a good time to meditate on like your life goals and dreams, because they are coming, guys, okay? This is just a detour to something a lot better. I am getting entrepreneurial vibes from you guys, you know, throughout this whole thing, like especially with you being like a visionary and a dreamer. But with the Page of Crystals here, guys, your ideas and plans are headed in the right direction, okay? So I know there was a little bit of a kind of a change up, a switch up, a detour. I know I keep saying the word detour and it's annoying, but that's like the best word I can describe from what I'm seeing. And so I know that that's what occurred, but your ideas and plans are headed in the right direction. So keep maintaining your focus, keep your confidence, keep your strength, okay? I know you guys are kind of leaping into the unknown here, and I know that's kind of, you know, nerve-wracking and a little bit scary for you, but Spirit and the universe is telling you it's going to be okay. You guys are on the right path. Trust the divine order, trust the divine timing. The choices you make are only for yourself, okay? Don't make them for anyone else. Don't let anyone else tell you what's right or wrong. Make them only for yourself. Another message, guys, I'm getting that might help you all is that sometimes looking at things from another angle or another perspective, again with like the perspective card here, yeah, so looking at things from like another angle or perspective can change the energy of a kind of, you know, challenging or anxiety ridden or nerve-wracking situation. Like for example, if something failed for me, you know, yes, maybe initially my first instinct is to be sad about it, you know, like why didn't it go the way I wanted it to, like what the heck. But then I can look at it and be like, okay, what if I just got saved from something? Like, for example, you know, I don't know if you guys know about the burnt toast theory or like the burnt toast perspective. Like, for example, maybe I'm rushing out of the house, I'm quickly making breakfast, and I burned my toast in the like toaster. Like the bread got burned while I was cooking breakfast. I'm like, crap, and I'm so angry because I'm like, dang it, now I'm gonna be late to work. Now I have to go and make the, you know, like toast the bread all over again, and I'm irritated and frustrated. But then some people are like, because of you burning that toast and because of you getting late to work, what if somehow in some way you avoided some type of accident, you know, or you avoided something bad happening? Like there was a reason why you were meant to be late that day, you know? So basically what I'm saying is, if you did go through some type of change in plans or whatever, just know that something a lot better is coming and you guys might have avoided something. Okay, so this is all happening in divine order, and success is coming. Okay, major success, joy, happiness, everything you've wanted is coming. It's just coming in a different way than you expected. Okay, so guys, leave me a comment below if any of this resonated. So pile one, I do want to hear from you guys in the comment section if this resonated. I want to know, you know, what your plans were, if this detour did take place or not, and what happened. I'm very curious. So I will see you guys next week, and I read all my comments, so I'm looking forward to yours. Okay, bye y'all. Hi guys, pile number 2. This is your reading, and these are some urgent messages that the universe and your spirit guides feel like you should know. So you chose the Lion card and the orange calcite, which I'll put right over here. And let's go ahead and pull some of your other cards. Okay, Spirit, what are some urgent messages that pile 2 needs to know? Okay, so we have that. And then typically I haven't been I've been shuffling off screen because it just makes it easier to edit. You know, there's like less to edit, but for this one I'm being called to do it on camera. So Spirit, what does pile 2 need to... Okay, so this one wanted to come out right here. You have the cow, Spirit. Oh, actually, I wanted to flip them over later. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then let's see what this one has, Spirit. What does pile 2 need to know? Okay, so we'll take that. And let's see, are all of these in shot here? Okay, so that one doesn't want to stay here. I think the card is bent. And Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know? What do they need to know, Spirit? I love doing these kind of like, you know, messages readings. Okay, this one wants to come out because, you know, these are usually messages that Spirit and the universe feels like you need to know, like you need to hear about. So so I always get excited doing these because it could be anything, like literally anything could come out. Okay, so we have, these are your tarot cards. We have 5 of crystals. We have, okay, and okay, so this came up reversed. So you have the Queen of Swords reversed. Okay. Spirit, can you give me 2 more? Okay, and you have, ooh, you guys got the Magician. Okay, love that card. And then, Spirit, what else? What are some, okay, so this one wanted to come out, and that is the 7 of Swords. Okay, let's look at your other cards right now, guys. So this one was keys on a tree. Interesting imagery there. There's keys hanging. Yeah, so there's keys hanging off a tree, and then there's a elephant at the very top that's also holding a key with its nose, and it's in a cage. Okay, interesting. We'll see what that means. Wave of emotions. Okay. Wave of emotions. And we have, yeah, the cow spirit. This one we kind of saw. The miracles are endless. Okay, and then we have Midsummer Night's Treasure. Mystery, past, present, and future. Okay. Interesting, guys. So, with the lion and the keys on a tree, there is a message here, guys, to believe in yourself more and kind of, I feel like you guys are kind of in this maybe mental turmoil, or like you're in your head a lot about certain things, and spirit is saying that you guys are actually doing a good job, especially with the cow spirit. I don't mean doing a good job like as in like being anxious or being in your head a lot, but you know, spirit is saying that you guys are on the right path. Look at some of the relationships in your life that are working, and some of the things in your life that are actually going pretty well, some of the things in your life that you guys are actually like accomplishing, you know, because there's a lot of good things that you've done. So try to focus on the things that are actually going well in your life, like the good relationships, maybe, you know, whichever area in your life that you feel like you're doing well. There's also a message here with the lion that maybe some of you guys are feeling a little bit insecure about something. I don't know if this is just, you know, this could be insecure about your health. This could be insecure about your body. This could be insecure about your career or maybe your accomplishments. There's something that you guys are feeling a little bit insecure about. And, you know, Spirit is saying that, you know, that basically try, you know, like a lion, you know, lions are very confident. You should see, guys, if you go on, like, I don't know if they still have the Discovery Channel, but if you go on there, or if you go on like YouTube and find videos of lions, you'll see how they walk. They look confident as heck. And Spirit is saying kind of bring that out of you, you know, strengthen your will, you know, continue being determined, be assertive and be confident, because you have that within you. You have the strength in your heart. You know, like basically Spirit is saying trust in your abilities. Like, you guys got this. You know what you're doing. Trust in your abilities. Put your talents into practice. Find out what you're good at and let that shine. And any weaknesses that you have, accept them. You know, I feel like you've, again, been in your head a lot, like that lion that's, I mean, not lion, that elephant that's in a cage, where, you know, you could free yourself from this. You know, I think there's certain, like, you guys are looking at certain things that you don't have, or you think you're weak in. Again, this could be like health, this could be body, this could be achievement, career, you know, even relationship. Like, maybe you guys are feeling like, why don't I have this, or why isn't this good enough, you know? And Spirit is saying be proud of who you are. You know, your strength is going to be rooted in self-love and having confidence. So look at the things that you guys that are going right in your life. You know, so yeah, like, for example, when this card shows up, guys, if you're out of balance, it will kind of show maybe you feeling insecure, maybe having a little bit low self-esteem, kind of not wanting to be seen, lacking, or like feeling like you lack some leadership. But when you're in balance, this card will show that your will is strengthened, that you're determined, you're assertive, you're confident, you're not being insecure, you know? So there's that message that's kind of coming out of here. And Spirit is saying that you're kind of in your head a little bit, because you can free yourself from feeling like this, from feeling like, you know, a little bit insecure. Maybe you're feeling like things that you haven't accomplished enough, or whatever those feelings are. Spirit is saying that you kind of created that in your own head and you locked yourself in a cage, but that elephant has the key. And so it could unlock itself. It can get out of that cage, but it's not doing it. With the cow spirit as well, guys, right now Spirit wants to remind you, you guys are at a very beautiful point in your life today. So for the most part, your needs are being met. In so many ways. So Spirit is saying kind of focus again on all the positive relationships, you know, in your life. This could be family, friends, loved ones. You know, look at all the work that you're proud to do, and all the activities that inspire you or maybe nourish your soul. So there's another message here, guys, about Spirit wants you to pay attention to how you guys are kind of nourishing your mind, body, and spirit right now. Like, for example, are you guys spending too much time distracting yourself on the internet? Or are you spending too much time obsessing over someone or something? Are you guys choosing to eat food that might not be as healthy, you know, as you would like? So Spirit is saying just kind of remember to look after yourself and look after your needs. There's a message here about nourishing yourself, giving yourself love. When you start kind of taking care of yourself and giving yourself self-love, you will kind of start being like this lion where you feel good and you feel confident, you know? So there's a message here that Spirit thinks that maybe you're not nourishing yourself or giving yourself the self-love that you deserve, and maybe that's also kind of contributing to you feeling a little bit insecure about something or kind of feeling not great about something. And another message coming through, guys, is, you know, maybe kind of do something fun. Like, for example, I don't know why this example came in my mind, but I know a friend who finds rocks, like these little round, pretty like this sized rocks outside, and then she paints them with non-toxic paint, and she writes a beautiful message on there, you know, like you are loved, or, you know, stay in the moment, think about the present, or whatever. And she used to just hide them in different locations, so that way if someone's walking through the park or if someone's gardening in their area, they'll find that beautiful message. And you can even do this for yourself, like leave little messages for yourself that you'll stumble upon a year later and you'll be like, oh my God, yeah, I remember when I did this. So basically Spirit is saying that will keep you in the present moment, or allow you to appreciate time more. It's something fun like that, but also just having some fun rituals is what Spirit is saying. Like, for example, for me personally, guys, I'm a really boring person. I don't, you know, but one thing that really I love doing, and it's like a ritual for me, is meditating. Like, I'll do some breath work, get into a deep meditation, and then that is usually when I like doing my tarot card readings right after, because you're kind of, you know, like, I form a connection with my inner self, you know, clear my mind of thoughts, connect with my intuition, and then I feel like I can get like more accurate readings that way as well. So that's my little ritual or fun little thing. Sometimes just driving, you know, I know that's a weird one, but like just driving on a long road that has beautiful scenery and then coming back home is a very like nice ritual. But Spirit is saying just some rituals that really help you stay happy, you know, throughout the day. That will also help you guys just you know, feeling happier. But I do sense with like the wave of emotions, like you guys are feeling a type of way about something. Again, this feels like you're not happy with something. Either that's your some type of career, relationship, your self-image, maybe your body, health. There's something that you guys are kind of trapped in your mind about, like that elephant that's trapped in the cage. But Spirit is saying you have the key to unlock that cage and get out of that kind of these kind of negative emotions, you know. You can unlock that. You can unlock yourself, free yourself from that mental prison. And again, you guys can do this in various ways. Spirit is saying to pour some more self-love into you. And guys, I used to be annoyed when I used to listen to other tarot card videos, or like even reading some books where they say pour into yourself, you know, love yourself. Do some self-love rituals. I'm like I don't understand. I don't know. I just didn't understand. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not gonna force myself to do things I don't want to do. But you know, for me, it came more naturally. Like, the older I'm getting, I'm kind of like, hey, I should get more fiber in. So I bought these little psyllium husk organic capsules, so I can just like get more fiber in, because I was like, I'm not getting a lot of fiber. But you know, if you're in a bad place right now, it's harder to pour into yourself. You have to kind of basically make yourself get into a good place. And for me, that was through meditation, spirituality, doing tarot card readings, either for myself or for others, to spread a message. And that kind of got me out of a more negative mindset. So that way I kind of feel like taking care of myself. I want to take care of myself. But if you're in a really bad mindset right now, or like you're feeling kind of down, a lot of negative emotions like I'm seeing here, then it's harder to pour into yourself. And now I want to get to your tarot cards, guys. You have the Five of Crystals, a Queen of Swords in reverse, Magician, Seven of Swords. I'm getting, especially with the Five of Crystal, guys, that, or the Five of Pentacles is what it is. I feel like, again, you guys have been feeling like either shut out or unsupported lately, or like things aren't going right, maybe feeling a little bit insecure about either finances or maybe emotionally or spiritually, or again, this could be about your health or body, something that you guys are not feeling great about. And there's like this sense of being left out in the cold, or like you've been trying to handle too much on your own, and maybe not letting others in is one message that I'm kind of getting. Maybe that applies to some of you guys. But Spirit is saying that you don't have to walk through this chapter alone. Like, help is closer than you think. And remember, if you have loved ones around you, like friends, family, etc., don't be, you know, afraid or feel weird about like asking for help, or, you know, willing to reach for that help. We also have like the Queen of Swords here that's in reverse, and that's kind of showing me again that your mind might be kind of clouded right now. You guys are either overthinking, or there's very harsh self-talk happening, or maybe a tendency to kind of see things from like a place of hurt rather than, you know, kind of clearing your mind a little bit and seeing what's actually happening. So basically you're in your head a lot. And, you know, again, your spirit guides and the universe is saying they're trying to nudge you to step back, kind of clear your head, avoid making any like major decisions, you know, from like a emotional space, you know, again, like the wave of emotions, and kind of be mindful of how you're communicating with yourself and others as well. You know, like, don't be too harsh on yourself. Words can either heal you or they can cut you, you know? So just kind of being mindful that Spirit wants you to choose the thoughts in your head and the words that you're saying to yourself with love and care. You guys have the Magician here, guys, and that's super powerful. Basically, you have everything you need to create anything you want. You have the tools, the resources, the ideas, especially with the Cow Spirit right now. Spirit was telling me you guys are in a really, really good time right now in your life where you guys do actually have everything. You know, it maybe some of you guys might not feel like it, but you guys do. Spirit is saying you're very, very lucky. So you have the tools, you have the resources, you have the time, you have the idea, and Spirit just wants you to get a lot more intentional with their energy, meaning very intentional with what you put in your body, being very intentional about what you're saying to yourself, being very intentional with what actions you're taking. They kind of want to, yeah, they kind of want you to focus on like what you do want, you know, rather than what you fear or what you're trying to avoid. Like, what do you want? Because you can get it. You know, you're coming off as a magician. You guys can manifest it. It's just that you've kind of been in like a negative mindset or kind of saying some harsh things to yourself. So, you know, use this window basically for manifesting, because you're in a window right now where your energy is very, very, very potent for manifesting, guys. So that's like one of the major messages that was coming up even with the Cow Spirit. Another thing I want to say is with the Seven of Swords that there's something hidden here. Either someone around you isn't being completely honest, or maybe this is even you who's not completely being honest with themselves, or maybe you might be hiding your own truth from yourself, you know? So Spirit is saying, and I think we kind of got this message twice. We got this with the Queen of Swords as well. Spirit is saying that, you know, for you to kind of operate with full transparency with yourself, trust your instincts, and pay attention to what's actually going on in actions, not just what your mind is telling you. I saw this message earlier where there was a message saying that, you know, to kind of, I don't know which, I think it was the Queen of Swords in reverse that was saying that. But yeah, there's that message, guys. So that's really interesting. So pile number 2, if you chose this pile, please leave me a comment below. I'm very curious about what this situation is that you're dealing with. So please let me know. I read all of my comments. Okay, I'm very, very curious, and like what you thought about this message from Spirit, and if it's true or not, did it resonate? And I will see you guys at your next reading. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. So you guys chose the aquamarine that I'll put right over here. And you guys chose the crossroad, such a cute little card. Let's pull the rest of your cards. I don't usually shuffle. Spirit, can you please give me what urgent messages pile 3 needs to hear? I don't usually shuffle on camera. I mean, I have in the past, but then I kind of stopped. Okay, this one wants to come out. We'll pull these later. I have in the past, but lately it just makes editing easier and all of that, so I haven't. But for this reading, I felt called to do it on camera. Spirit, can you please tell me what urgent messages are here for? Okay. Cards are coming out fast, guys. So Spirit really wants you to hear something. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me? Okay, there we go. See how fast they're coming out? Like, there's definitely some urgent message Spirit feels like you need to hear. Let's do this one. Spirit, what message do you have for pile number 3? Okay, so this one right here. And finally, we have the tarot card. Spirit, what message do you have for pile 3? What urgent messages do they need to hear? Okay, so we have oppression reversed. Okay. Spirit, what other message? So this one wanted to come out, which is the star seed. Love that card. Spirit, what messages do you have? What messages does pile 3 need to hear from you? What messages? Okay, so we have okay, I see 2 messages here. Okay, so there's this one, which is the 8 of Wands. Yeah, wow. The King of Crystals, that definitely wanted to come out. That's crazy, guys. So I saw 2 messages. I saw this card wanting to come out, and then I saw this card, but when I was about to grab it, like the deck closed. So I was like, darn it, okay, let me just keep shuffling. And then this card came out. So this card definitely wanted to come out. Let's check what is going on here. So we have the Moth Spirit. It says, surrender now. We have oppression in reverse. We have the star seed, the 8 of Wands. We have Rose Garden. And you guys have the crossroad here. We have juicing, change, transformation. We have gamble. Okay. So we have gamble. And we have the King of Crystals. You guys are either going through changes in your life, or there are some changes that you need to make. It's like you guys are standing at a crossroads right now, and you're fearing a decision that you guys need to make, or fearing some type of change that needs to happen. Maybe you guys feel like it's a little bit of a gamble that you're taking, or you're kind of afraid that you're gambling, you know, like you're taking a gamble when it comes to some decision, and maybe that's scaring you a little bit, you know, like you don't want to take a gamble. You want to know what's going to happen when you make a decision. But Spirit is saying that, you know, Spirit wants you to understand that when you face making a decision, it's easy to kind of become overwhelmed, you know, and have some fear, like no matter how big or small that decision is. But that fear, you know, no matter how big or small that decision is, fear can make you anxious and can make you feel like you're stuck. And again, guys, it seems like that you're fearing a decision you need to make, or fearing some type of change. But the message that Spirit urgently wants you to hear is that trying to make the right choice, or trying to make the right decisions all the time, or trying to make, like the right choices all the time is, you know, so basically, let me back up here. So trying to make the right decisions all the time, and trying to make the right choices all the time, and trying to avoid, you know, feeling anxious or some fear from those decisions are impossible. You know, like some type of fear or anxiety does kind of come through when you're making some of these decisions. So Spirit wants to tell you guys that any path that you guys will choose is going to have joy. You're going to have success, and you're also going to maybe have some struggles, but that's what life is. So basically, for you guys who are standing at a crossroads right now, and maybe you're fearing a decision you need to make, or fearing some type of change you need to make, whether you choose plan A or decision A or decision B, both pathways are going to have joy, both pathways are going to have some suffering, and both pathways are going to have success, and both pathways are going to have joy. So Spirit is saying that, you know, don't be afraid of making this decision. Granted, you know, like, yes, you know, fear does kind of come into play, but Spirit kind of wants to help you get past your fear and make choices without trying to have full control of the outcome. I think some of you guys have a little anxiety about this, have a little bit of fear about this, and maybe you kind of want to control the outcome that happens after you make a decision. But Spirit is saying that you can't really control the outcome after you make a decision. So don't be scared. Just go ahead and make the decision that your gut is telling you to make, you know, and if you don't know, like your gut is kind of tearing you and kind of tearing you apart and making, you know, and you feel like both decisions would be nice, then Spirit is saying just surrender, just let go and just make a decision. Like just do eating, meeny, miny, mo, just make a decision, because both decisions are going to give you basically the same joy, same struggle, same happiness, you know, same anxiety. So don't be torn apart. Don't be filled with fear over this, you know? Yeah, so Spirit is saying, so Spirit wants to kind of help you get past your fear and make choices without trying to have full control of the outcome, because it's kind of impossible to have full control, and it will drive you crazy if you try to have full control of the outcome. That's why I feel like there's also moth spirit here, like I was saying with surrender now, meaning kind of let go of your fear and just surrender and trust the universe that no matter what decision or what changes or opportunities that are ahead of you guys, they're all going to work out. That you're going to work hard at them and you're going to be okay, is what Spirit wants to tell you. So again, there's like some type of changes in your life, or some type of change you need to make, or some type of decision you need to make in your life, and you're kind of fearing some type of change, or you're fearing making, you know, a certain decision. And Spirit again understands that, you know, when you face making a decision, that it is easy to become overwhelmed. It is easy to have a little bit of fear and have a little bit of anxiety making you feel stuck, but again, guys, you know, Spirit wants you to hear that trying to make the right choices all the time, trying to make the right decisions all the time is very overwhelming. So just kind of surrender, let go, pick the decision that your gut is telling you will best help you, or the change that will best help you. Don't overthink it, don't overanalyze it, because either way you're going to be okay. You know, either way you're going to be okay. Both experiences are going to kind of give you the same kind of feeling, is what I'm trying to say. Also, with this rose garden here, like this lady is literally turning into a flower. Her hair, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like her hair is a leaf, right? Her hair is a leaf. Her body, like her dress, is turning into leaves. She has like a rose right there. And then there's a thorn right there. That thorn right over there that could prick her. But there's a message here for you guys that she's not scared, you know, that the thorns are going to pick her. She's still going to turn into a flower, and she's going to do her thing. She's going to look amazing. She's going to feel amazing. She's going to be confident. She's going to work hard. She's not scared that that thorn might prick her. She's like, whatever, I'm going to still turn into a flower. I'm going to do my thing, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to embrace the change. So butterflies signify change. I'm going to embrace the change, whatever decision it will be. I'm going to embrace the change, and everything's going to be okay. I'm not afraid of being pricked. So that's the message Spirit is kind of telling you. You know, don't be afraid to be pricked. Don't be scared. I know it's natural to be a little bit fearful, but Spirit is saying that you got this. You know, like the rose is beautiful and strong because of its thorns, not in spite of them. So there's that message coming through with this card that you're going to be okay. Don't be afraid. So, you know, basically, Spirit, this is reminding me of the Strength card here, to be confident, you know, be strong, you got this. Whatever decision you're going to make is going to result in success because you're a hard worker, so you're going to do your thing. So again, guys, there's this message with this card right here to feel confident when you're making decisions. You know, see all the beautiful opportunities that are going to be ahead for you guys, because there are beautiful opportunities coming. Be committed to whatever decision you take. Be committed, be dedicated, and you guys are going to be okay. Do not fear making decisions. Do not become frozen by fear. Do not fear any commitment or any changes, is the big message that's coming through for you guys that Spirit really wanted me to kind of tell you. But, you know, Spirit is saying that you guys might have failed to see that you already have all the ingredients you need to create what you want and have that success and whatever joy you're seeking that you want. So Spirit is encouraging you guys to take a deeper look around and see what you have that might be of use to you, because you have a lot, you know. And again, Spirit is saying that, you know, with juicing, especially change and transformation, some of you guys are fearing this change, or you're wanting this change, but you're fearing the decision to make. Either way, but you guys are going to be okay. You know, just remember with juicing, because it says juicing here, that you can be the alchemist of your life. You can be the magician of your life. You are the magician of your life. Remember, you guys came from God. You are, you know, created in God's image. So you guys have the power to do anything you want, achieve anything you want. You can take whatever you guys have, whatever skills you have, and transform them into something else. Okay, so you can use your skills, develop them, you know, work hard, be dedicated, and they're going to become something amazing. You can make changes to your environment if you need to. Whatever it is you might need, you can make it happen. Okay. Another message I'm getting, guys, from the Eight of Wands here is that once you guys do make a decision, or if you've already made the decision, possibly, the Eight of Wands is showing that things in your life are going to move very, very fast, much faster than they've been. So this could be like a bunch of new news coming in, sudden opportunities, shifts, changes. So things are really, really going to speed up for you guys. Spirit is saying that good things are going to happen. So stay alert, be ready, because once this momentum kicks in, you'll need to act very decisively, you know. So there'll be no more waiting around for the perfect moment. Spirit is saying that the energy is about forward motion. Maybe this is also a message about what you guys need to do. For example, don't wait for the perfect moment to make a decision. Just do it. And once you do it, things are going to move really, really fast, and there's going to be this momentum, but it's going to be a good momentum. Like, it's going to be going towards the way that you want it to. Also, we have the King of Pentacles here, which is the King of Crystals on here. Basically, this is showing me that this acceleration that's going to come in once you guys make the decision, or if you've already made the decision, this acceleration coming in is going to bring you guys a lot of stability, success, abundance, and a stronger sense of control over your life. Okay, so Spirit is just kind of reminding you guys to kind of ground yourself during this fast-paced period so you can make really good, wise, long-term decisions, and a lot of success is going to be coming towards you. This card also shows that soon you guys are going to have, well, first of all, you guys already have the resources, skills, and mindset to create the success or whatever you guys are seeking with this decision that you guys have to make. So basically, guys, you know, as soon as if you're at a crossroads right now, Spirit is saying, don't wait to make a decision, you know, like, don't wait for the perfect moment to make a decision. Just make it, surrender, let go, just make the decision, and things are going to pick up really fast once you do. And this decision, whatever decision you make, is going to guide you towards greater security in life, more success, prosperity. Do not fear this change, okay? So do not let fear of change slow you down either. So do not let fear of change slow you down. You guys are stepping into a season where your hard work is going to pay off in a big way. So be prepared, stay grounded, say yes to the opportunities that are going to come in, that are going to align with your long-term vision. But do not let fear of change stop you from making a decision, okay? And once you have made the decision, if you guys have made it already, things are going to pick up super, super fast. So Spirit is saying be prepared, be grounded, and a lot of success and prosperity is going to come in really, really fast. There's another message coming through, guys, that maybe it applies to some of you, but Spirit is saying that maybe some of you guys have become too attached to something or someone. Like maybe you guys have become too attached to an outcome. Maybe you guys have become too attached with the idea of something. Maybe you guys have become too attached to someone. But Spirit is saying really let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many, many ways you want to channel your energy, okay? So there's also that kind of message coming through that, you know, maybe there's some unhealthy addiction or something going on here, or an unhealthy attachment, you know, so I don't know if you guys are kind of like attached to a certain thing to distract yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty. Like if you're feeling some type of uncertainty or you're scared of some type of change, maybe there's some type of unhealthy habit that you're doing that you're doing that to distract yourself from that the uncomfortable feeling of uncertainty. So there's that message kind of coming through as well. Another message, guys, that's really coming through here. By the way, sorry I keep cutting the camera off. I'm recording in 4K for the first time, and my camera gets overheated, so I have to like turn it off. I probably need a new camera. But anyways, another message coming in, guys, with oppression in reverse is that Spirit is saying it's kind of important to pay attention to any potential negative things in your life. For example, are there any people, are there any substances that you're taking, or any temptations or any addictions that might not be good for you in the long run? So Spirit is saying kind of look into that and see if that's happening or not. But Spirit is also saying like remaining detached and uninfluenced allows you to gain a stronger sense of yourself, which is important for your own spiritual growth and overall health. So, but there's definitely a period of great change and transformation coming to you guys. I don't know if it's already happened to you, or if you've already made that decision or not. So now change is coming in, or if you're still fearing making a certain decision or not. But once you make it, there's going to be huge transformation, huge change. We're getting it with this card. We're getting it with this card. So I don't know if you're already going through that major change or transformation right now. And if you are, again, Spirit is saying do not fear it. You're in good hands. You're going to be okay. Or if there's a decision you have to make and you're kind of fearing uncertainty, if you're fearing the change that's going to be coming in, again, there's the same message. Spirit is saying you got this. You have all the tools in your arsenal to be okay. You're going to be okay, and a lot of success is coming in for you guys, a lot of prosperity once you do make that decision, okay? And guys, one last major message coming through here with the Star Seed card is that do not be afraid of the journey that's ahead. Do not be afraid of the change that's ahead. Know that leaping into the unknown is part of your path, okay? It's part of discovering your own truth, and Spirit wants to tell you, you guys are safe. You guys are free of judgment, okay? The choices that you make are only for you, and they're there for a reason. So just detach yourself from potential outcomes or any expectations, okay? Again, don't be afraid of the journey ahead is the main message coming through. And Spirit is also saying that every time you make a choice or you make a decision, you do alter the course of your story, and you're going to be okay. A lot of prosperity coming in for you, okay? And Spirit wants to ask you, how are you going to write the book of your life? How do you want the book of your life to see? or to look like, okay? So guys, let me know in the comment section, pile 3, especially pile 3, you have to let me know in the comment section if this reading resonated. What is this decision that you're kind of fearing making, or did you guys already make that decision? Please let me know if this, you know, reading resonated at all. So I will be waiting for pile 3's comments because I'm very, very curious. There was a very specific message for you guys. It's like the cards are coming out super fast too. It's like the universe wanted to tell you guys this. So please let me know, pile number 3, in the comment section below, and I will see you next week. Bye, y'all.